Jason Smith is your last witness, am I correct?
His testimony should be stricken from the record. Every word of it was a lie.
One more outburst from you, Mr. DeMera, and I will cite you for contempt.
He means it. Keep your mouth shut.
Miss Trask.
I have a sworn deposition from the victim, Samantha Brady DeMera, and I request that it be entered into evidence.
So ordered. It's unfortunate that Mrs. DeMera didn't testify in person.
I would like it entered into the record that defense counsel had no chance to cross-examine.
Mrs. DeMera did not feel safe enough to be present, Your Honor, not with her kidnapper being seated at the defense table.
Objection.
Sustained. Please refrain from commentary, Miss Trask. Any further witnesses?
No, Your Honor. The prosecution rests.
Is the defense prepared to present its case?
Your Honor, the defense was not offered an opportunity to cross-examine Samantha Brady DeMera, and Mrs. DeMera's deposition offered no direct evidence of any connection whatsoever between my client and the kidnapping.
I'll take that under advisement.
Thank you, Your Honor. It is our contention that the prosecution failed to make a prima facie case against Ejelle DeMera. Therefore, we request that the case be dismissed for lack of evidence.
So you won't be calling any witnesses?
That is correct.
No, it isn't. I'll be testifying.
Your Honor, I need a moment to confer with my client.
Make it brief.
Are you out of your mind? Everything is going well. Trask is not making her case.
Jason Smith said under oath that he was taking orders from me, and then Chad got on the stand and backed him up. Their testimony needs to be refuted. I can tell that this judge is not a fan of mine, but I really...
You keep shooting off your big mouth in his courtroom.
He holds my future in his hands. If I can't sway him, then he's going to find me guilty.
You are a lawyer. You know if you get up there and testify, that Trask is going to cross-examine you, and she's going to bring up every terrible thing you have ever done.
I need to testify on my own behalf.
Well, it is my professional advice that you not do that.
Can we please get on with this?
Has the defense reached a decision?
We have, Your Honor. The defense calls Ejelle DeMera. Did you have your wife kidnapped?
No, I did not.
You're under oath, Mr. DeMera.
I'm aware of that.
Tell the court about the day Mrs. DeMera went missing.
I confronted Samantha with evidence that she'd been cheating on me. She denied it at first, but then she admitted it. I'll admit, I was angry. I couldn't see past her betrayal. But she's the mother of my children. No matter what she did to me, I never would have chloroformed her and made her my prisoner. I would never separate her from her children, I swear.
No further questions.
Miss Trask.
Mr. DeMera, I was so hoping we'd have a chance to chat. You said in your sworn testimony, you stated that you would never chloroform your wife or separate her from her children. Is that correct?
It is.
And has it slipped your mind that you've already done both of those things to Mrs. DeMera? Isn't it true that you chloroformed your wife, Samantha, so that you could leave the country with your children? Your Honor.
Answer the question, Mr. DeMera.
May I remind you, you are still under oath.
I believed my children were in danger.
I'll take that as a yes.
It was a tense situation, to say the least. Samantha had shot me in the head and left me to die.
Now, have the two of you always been in such a violent relationship?
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled. Answer the question.
What was the question?
Have you ever chloroformed your wife in order to take your children by force from her?
I was trying to protect them. It was an act of love, not revenge.
You've turned to chloroform once before, haven't you? Why don't you please tell the court about the first time you chloroformed your wife and kidnapped her?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Allow me to refresh your memory. You once chloroformed a pregnant Mrs. DiMera and brought her to a warehouse where your brother Andre was waiting to extract stem cells from the umbilical cord of your unborn child. Or has that slipped your memory?
I respectfully invoke my rights under the Fifth Amendment.
That is the first smart move you've made all day, Mr. DiMera. No further questions.
Would you care to redirect?
Definitely. No matter what may or may not have happened in the distant past, we are talking about the events of August 11th. On the day in question, did you order that your wife be chloroformed and kidnapped?
Objection asked and answered.
Sustained.
No further questions.
You may step down, Mr. DiMera.
I tried to tell you.
Anything further from the defense?
No, Your Honor. The defense rests.
Then we'll move on to closing arguments.
So, your fate is in the judge's hands now. Thank you for making my job so easy.
Go to hell. Well, that was a disaster.
One of your own making. Arrogant jerk.
I thought if I was a surprise witness, Trask wouldn't have the time to dig up the dirt on me.
Oh my God, EJ. She has been after you for years. She prosecuted Sammy. She probably knows about every jaywalking ticket you've ever gotten.
Okay, made your point. Okay, what are my chances?
Well, I tried to do as much damage control as I could in my closing, trying to prove that this case was different than every other time you've chloroformed my sister, but
Thank you for trying. I'm aware that I behaved idiotically and made your job more difficult.
well, you still have one thing going for you. There really is no direct evidence of your guilt.
There can't be. I'm innocent.
Well, we're about to find out if that's true.
What does that mean?
The judge is going to rule from the bench.
I didn't expect to get that decision for weeks.
Well, you thought wrong. Apparently, he's already reached a verdict.
What do you think this means?
Well, I'm sure you know a fast verdict usually favors the defendant.
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, I heard there was a verdict. Decided I wanted to witness your downfall in person.
You changed your testimony, and I have no idea why.
You know what you did.
I assure you, I have no idea.
I am ready to deliver my verdict. I'm sure you're all surprised at how quickly I came to this decision. But after a review of the testimony I heard, it was clear. In the matter of People versus Elvis DiMera, I find the defendant guilty as charged.
Your Honor, the people request remand.
Miss Brady?
Your Honor, the defendant is already out on bail. The defense requests that he get to remain in his home until sentencing.
Your Honor, the people object. The defendant has power and wealth at his command. He's a huge flight risk.
I agree. Mr. DiMera, you are immediately remanded to Salem PD Holding, where you will await transfer to Statesville.